Hello and welcome to Wikipedia Weekly Network. Here, where Albin Larsson and I, Jan Ainali, are editing Wikidata Live. How are you doing, Albin?
I'm doing great, and it's perfect timing on this. I've been out most of the day, and now it's raining. Previously, it was sun. So not only do we have the best time slot in any TV schedule, we also have the best weather for it.
I had
Where
the
I am,
opposite. I had the
you have the
rain
opposite.
during the day and now it's sunny over here. uh, but we're in the week of Wiki Loves Earth. So we're going to think a little bit about that as a theme today. Do you have anything specifics in mind regarding to that?
Yes, we do consider structured data on commons very much within our topic area here. So I will do a regular Wikilove's Earth update, and then you usually leave it there. You wait until the next year, and meanwhile there is a bunch of bots adding a lot of data to it. I want to make an upload today and then add that structured data to it myself. I'm very familiar with how like Wikilove's Earth is structured that way. No, Wikilove Monuments, but not Wikilove's Earth. So I actually wanna, because I just consider that yeah, bots gonna do that, and then I leave it to it. So I actually want to spend some time doing that manually, even if I know bots will do it, just so that I've actually done it and might remember it a little bit better next time. And you, Jan?
I think I will do a little bit of some data cleanup and enriching on like items. And in specific, I think I'll work on natural monuments, as they are called in
You
Sweden
want to
from the
explain
Swedish
what they
lists.
are?
They can be a little bit of anything. It's something that's like out in nature that has some sort of often a cultural significance. Maybe it's a very old stone or a very old tree with some myths around it, or like it could be a meadow sometimes, or a grove. They're all sorts of things. Do you have any ones that you know that are funny?
I mean, this is my absolute favorite because every time I see it on the map, I'm always like, I want to see what that is. Because, as you say, it can be just about anything. So sometimes it's just a tree and it just says big oak. And then you're like, how big do they mean if they have like put time into it like this? So they are my favorite.
Yes,
I love
yes.
going to them. They are always something special in one way or the other.
And they
Uh,
can be really special as well. Like you say, if it is a
Indeed.
big oak, it could be like something that's, oh, this is half a millennia old or something like that.
Indeed.
So I was looking at some of these, and I think it was a little bit out of chance. I saw that many of them, I don't feel they have the correct instance of. So they are an instance of an natural monument instead of being an instance of a tree, for example. And then they also have cultural heritage status, the property, with the same value. So I think that's a little bit redundant. I think a tree is a tree, regardless, and then we can classify it with a being a status. So that was my idea to clean it up a little bit, and then while I'm at it, also add some more things because there might be there might be age, there might be the taxon and things like that. So that's what I'm going to see. So I made a little list here. This is one of the counties by municipality, and of course we have like these are the ones we're taking images for the, if we're not going from the map, we can go from lists on Wikipedia. But here we have those that specifically have what I say wrong P38 instance of. So I'm going to start with something that I think might be easy to start with so that you understand what I'm doing here. So I'll open this up, and this you see here, I hope, do I need to zoom in a little bit more? There is better. So you see here, this has an instance of natural monument. And then if we scroll down, we also have the heritage designation. Oh, that's what the property is called in English. also natural monument. And here we also see when it was starting to become, or when it got the classification. So that's great. Very good start. But here we can see already from the Swedish title that it is a tree. So I want to change these ones. First, I'm also going to check in the source here, because I think this source is probably readable. Sometimes it is, at least. So if I click here, we should get this one up, and then I click here. There was no link to further. No, this didn't have anything else in it. So this is going to be of great variation, because sometimes there's also a document with this more things in it. But I'm going to start changing this one, and I'm just going to go, and we don't have an item for individual tree, but we do have from individual plant. So singular named exemplar of a plant, tree, herb, etc. So that's what we're going to go with. And then we have another property which we're using on things like this, called instance of individual of taxon. And now this is in Swedish. And how am I going to get this in? Is this one? No, this is onions. We'll have to go through Swedish Wikipedia here, I think. Oh, maybe I don't know the exact species. In Sweden we have 2. That's tricky, because the title didn't say which one it was. I think I'm stuck on this one, because I don't think we want to go with the family, or the is this the genus in English? Yes, I think it is. Or what do you think? Is it genus better than nothing at all?
I'm curious if I think they are a little bit different in where in Sweden they are.
Oh, so we can
I'm
check
curious
this.
if you can actually figure it out.
This in Sweden seems to be
pretty much
covering
everywhere where we have oak.
Yes, and the other one. Also entire Sweden. All right. That didn't help.
Okay. Nope.
Do we have any opinions in the chat if I should go with the genus or skip it? I'll skip it for now, and then if the chat comes back and say, no, be bold, I'll do that. Well, now I'm sure this is going to be this similar then, that we probably have several of these trees as well. But let's start with fixing these. So what did I say? Individual plant, animal individual plant. There we go. So that's one, and then we'll check. Yes, all right. So let's see. All right, so there are 2 subspecies, but this is the species we have in Sweden, so this is the one. All right, that's better. So we'll copy this, and we'll go back here to, oh, we can also check the source here, if we can see anything more on this one. So here it doesn't say anything. Documentation only say the date. Nah. Maybe there are fewer of the documentation PDFs for the natural monuments than there is of the natural reserves, but because the natural reserves, I think they're all in there. Let's anyway go with the individual of taxon. There we go. And then we'll pick something very different. So these were taxons. Let's see if I'll go with someone that has a Wikipedia article where we can actually get something more. So let's go with this one. And I wonder, let me open the article as well. There we had some good images as well. Were they in the Wikidata? All right, they're in there. All right. Let's see. This is what it is an instance of. And what's that on Wikidata? Let's open that up. Giant's kettle. All right, so that's exactly the translation from Swedish. I thought it would be something different. So we'll copy this one over to here and change. Oh, this is interesting. This one has a reference. Did the other ones have that? I just missed it. But the weird part with these, I think, is that if I click this one, I get a problem loading page. So this doesn't work anymore. So that's sad in itself. So we can't actually verify it with this. So I'll edit this and add the giant's kettle, and I'll remove this reference, even though I suspect it says the same. But I can't verify it by myself. Here we have inception, and these are clearly wrong. I mean, they're correct as a qualifier being start time for the natural monument, but this giant's kettle has probably been here for 11,000 years. It says in the Wikipedia article, so it would be wrong to say that this has an inception of, even if these references say that it's the wrong value. The value is correctly applied over here. So should I say inception 11,000 years or 9,000 BC, or just remove this? What do you think, Albin?
No, I think you can say something and then add a qualifier stating that it's not later than or something like that, or estimated.
Estimated might be good.
Oh.
Yes. So let's see. We'll remove one of these. Oh, actually, I'll remove both of them and add a new one. And then we'll add inception. And if it was 11,000 years ago, that would be 9,000 BC. Does this work? Yes, I think it does. And then sourcing search. No, I want to have nature of statement. Is that what it's called? Yes. And we'll say estimation, because it's not very precise. But at least we don't think that this stone was created in 1966, because that it wasn't. Right, that's a little bit better. Did the Wikipedia article say something else? Oh, this is actually a field of them, even. Ooh. How would we do that?
That's a tricky one.
Yes. I don't think we have a specific value of like field of giant kettles.
Oh.
Let's see. Sometimes they're surprised. but no, no.
Can you do something slightly evil with a qualifier?
Add qualifier
Quantity. Do we have a number?
quantity 5.
I don't like it, but it's. I can't figure out something I like better.
At least this is better to see what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Uh, yes, I like that. It's not great, but it's a step in the right direction, I think. All right, let's see if we can find some other with the Wikipedia article as well. I think there might be something here. Some of these have good. Oh, here's another one that's tricky. So here we have 2 trees. Should I do individual of tree quantity 2?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No. Tricky one.
Well, let's see. We had a Wikipedia article. Let's see if that one links to the proper. So this links to an actual species. Do we do individual of taxon? There, and add qualifier quantity 2 here. Oh, quantity is not a valid qualifier. All right, so we can't do that. So we'll remove that again then. And then we'll go back up here. And I think I'll go with this for now that we had. Individual of plant. No, individual plant. There we go, and there quantity. I don't think we have. Yes, all right. So no warnings on that at least. I got the question in a separate chat window here, where there was. When I write here, I have something blue here, and I think this is my grammar or spell checker language tool, which is an open source spell checker. So if you don't have this blue thing in your Wikidata things, it's nothing. It's not a gadget. It's not a user script. It's a browser extension. All right. So there we had. What else fun do we have? I want to do one oak if we can find an oak, because I don't think we have lots of oaks in. This is an oak. Can we? I actually want to see if it actually says in oak more than just the title to be sure of it. So I'm not going to do this one. It's probably an oak, but it wasn't perfectly clear. But I think we have a couple of other ones. We can do this. This is. Ooh. Is it beech? No, I don't know what that is in English. But they say it's one tree, so we'll start with that. Individual in the plant. And let's see. This is the one. There we go with the. I'll go to the Wikidata item. What does it say in beach? It was beach, European beach. All right, very good. Individual taxon. All right. So doing a lot of cleaning there. All right. I want to switch it up a little bit because this was a little bit repetitive, but I think you gotta see how I do this. So now I want to change over to, instead of doing natural monuments, switch over to nature reserves, because there's lots of edits you can do there as well. So let's go with one of those. And I'm just going to pick the first one here because I'm pretty sure these are all having Wikipedia articles as well. That's great. Because here we can often find a lot more in the sources. And one thing that we have been doing before is adding typical species you will find in this nature reserve, which is a really fun thing to add and also learn. I feel like I learn so much when I do these kinds of edits. And here
we have a lovely episode on that.
Yes, I think we do. Where we did a couple of different things as well on the same thing. But here we have a lot more actual text about the nature reserve. But even better, I'm pretty sure when we go here to the documentation, we have the source PDFs where they actually say, why did they make this a nature reserve? And that's almost always connected to the species in the area. So let's see, this is probably the right document. Now, this is a change. So maybe let's see if the... Now this is the change. So we need the first one. This from 1975 should be the one. Ooh, lovely with actual typewriting. I wonder if these are... No, these are also just image. I can't copy and paste from these. So they're not even OCR'd. Yeah. They're older than me. Oh, that's really old. All right, let's see. They usually have something... Oh, no.
Don't they have a motivation?
This is just the decision. Here we have some. This is the... Right, this... Oh, here we have. What kind of species it is. So we have juniper. And now, do you remember what the name of the property for this is? Is this species?
I think it's taxon.
Taxon.
Within...
Especially protected in area. Is that the one?
That doesn't ring the bell.
There's...
I can look this up.
There's might be linked from this one. Taxon found at location. That's the one we wanted.
That's it.
That's the one we want. So we'll copy the P6803 over here. And juniper. Now, which one then? Mm. Do we need to check the Swedish
The
article?
juniper, that's just a common one. So if you start communius.
Ah, that was the first one.
Ah,
All right,
exactly. It's
very
it's the
good.
common juniper essentially.
Yes, and here we have a reference. So we can say. Uh, oh, I probably link to this particular PDF. But that's the one I downloaded. So we're not going to do this. We're going to take this one. Copy link. So that's where you can click and directly get, and I'll add retrieve date for that. There we go. And what else fun did they have? This is very poorly written. I'm surprised this was it's not very precise at all. All right, this was not a great one. I'll see if the next one will be better. So let's go back one step here in the list.
Maybe it was obvious for
Oh,
everyone why.
yes, maybe it was. Maybe it said something in the Wikipedia article here. Okay, here it says more, but this must have another source, perhaps. Oh, see here, the the county has more. But where? No. Okay, we have some birds. We have some birds. Very good. Common tern. And we had, I wonder if this is going to be silver tern. I'll add the reference for all of these, like Arctic tern. All right. And then we'll go with, what can this be in English? Grave duck? Common shell duck. All right. And this I don't even know what it is. That one I want to check out. Common redshank. I'm not sure I ever spotted this one. Very cool. All right, so we add that one, and now we're going to want to add this page as a source for all of them. Now I see this has a very weird URL here. I wonder if we can get away with just this. Hopefully. Let's try to... Yes, that's a little bit of a nicer one. So I'll add reference URL. Autofill this time with this lovely little gadget, I think it is. Publish that. And then I think I can copy this and just insert. No. Do I need to reload, perhaps? Maybe I need to reload for it to actually work. Let's see. I'll copy this. I'll insert. Yes. I'll insert and I'll insert. So these are fun things you can do on the nature reserves and enrich them a little bit, so they're also connecting more. And I think that if we do this a lot, then it will be we will enable a lot of fun queries in the end, but it'll take some time.
I was just thinking the same, like the queries we could do with this type of
Yeah.
information would be great. Or the visualizations. You can like
Yes.
give me a map and color things based on the taxons found there and things like that.
Yes. And it could be so fun for anyone, like if you're a bird watcher, birder, like, oh, where should I go to see some things? And then you can have like a
That's a lovely
much,
product.
yes, a much easier way to do it than looking through if you're clicking through the official website for each nature reserve, then you have to read them all.
Ah, that's great. I was just thinking it would be great to have like a climate tamed hackathon or something like that.
Ooh.
This is a perfect use for that type of thing.
Yes. All right. I think that was my part, what I wanted to do. Like just some old fashioned manual editing and thinking hard about things that are complex in the real world.
Right. Lovely. And there we go. So I want to do this from scratch. I imagine that someone would have never done this before, goes to Wikilabs Earth, or actually searches for it in whatever search engine they are using, and they end up here. So I'm gonna try to find my way from here. I do know the nature reserve where I've been photographing, but hey, I want to do it all. If nothing else, you learn something that you can improve for new users. Um, so I'm gonna start here. Let's see. I know I need to do Sweden, so I'm gonna go to the list of participating countries. This is the list of countries that participated 2025 rather than the current ones. I'm betting it doesn't make a difference, but let's
It would
see.
make a slight difference because I think Sweden has a new tool this year.
And it did make a difference because I also came to the page for
Yeah.
2025. I'm curious, can I even, if I am here, can I find my way to the right spot? Participating countries? No.
Oh no. They need to update the website.
Yes. Oh, and this is why we try things. Not that sadly, this is not a wiki. I cannot fix it.
No.
Um, but if we at least jump into Sweden, um, what? Yes, this is great. I was just thinking if this existed. So if we are at the 2025 page, there is someone pointing us to the
Aha. All right.
2026 one.
That's helpful.
That makes me very happy. Um, I'm happy to see we have a map. I prefer that over the lists. Uh, so I'm gonna pick that one. I don't think I need to do any reading here. Okay. Oh, it did a lot of things. I'm just gonna try to zoom in. That's it.
Ah,
Turns out I
that's your
have
image.
that's my image. There's another image. But they are all a few years old, so it's
Mm-hmm.
time to get a new, better
Yeah.
image or two. Yeah, I've been there.
Oh. And I think for
um,
these, uh, they're supposedly nature reserves, so they should stay the same, but there are always accidents and things happening. So just documenting that it still looks the same is also having value.
yeah, and one of the best thing, in my opinion, with Wikilabs Earth is that you it is usually just during a month the competition itself, but you can take photographs any time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, something we're often missing are, for example, winter images of nature
Mm-hmm.
reserves and things
Yeah.
like that. I am happy in this case because I happen to have some autumn pictures.
All right.
Um, oh, but this tells me I can use sign in and add an image.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna try that. I have two images, so we can always try the. But I don't want to publish it under CC by SA.
Then you cannot use the tool.
No, sorry. I want to publish them under CC0. Um. Okay, can I find a regular, or do I need to go to the lists? Seems like I need to go to the
Might.
lists.
Oh, there's a list thing there.
There is a list thing there, you say.
On
Where is there?
in top right of the map. There.
That one?
What does that one do? Oh, maybe it just loads the other thing. All right.
Um,
Now that's just a different viewer. All right.
and if I
You
okay, I
can't.
can change the license afterwards. I still want to try this too.
All right.
Um, okay, we get some UAUF. I'm gonna allow that. Makes sense. Here we go. And then I can pick an image from my computer. Ah, let's
And
see. I
we don't
think
get to
this
see
is
that.
no, and I don't get to
That's good.
see. That's good. Oh, this is really nice. It gave me a nice title. I
Based
was
on
just
where it
thinking,
is. All right.
I got really annoyed with myself because it had this awful, you know, image and then there's a long number, and I'm never that creative that I
Mm-hmm.
get to do those. Um, but there is some, let's see. This is today's date, not the
Mm-hmm.
date it has
Not
been
very useful.
taken. Same down here. So I need to look up on my computer when it's taken. It is in the EXIF data, so I can just pick it from there if I know where I stored it on my computer. Um, could this be it?
I love the name of the this nature reserve. For you who don't speak Swedish, it's sort of like field slope
Yeah, or
or meadow
Meadow,
slope. Yeah,
Meadow
meadow slope.
Slope.
It might be. Yes, that might be better.
Um, let's see. I did not have it in the metadata. It might be actually that the tool is much smarter than I am and would have told me the metadata if I had it.
Yes.
um, I happens to know that this was taken on uh, 2024 and the 26th of April.
All right.
So it's quite old, but I don't think I have uploaded it. I tried to check on beforehand, but Commons won't allow it if I already have. So
Not if it is exactly the same. No.
and I never do any image editing because
Ah.
that doesn't make the images better for anyone.
You mean your
Um,
specific image editing?
yes,
All right. Yes.
and I also imagine that people who actually like that type of thing want to do it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But that's entirely my personal opinion.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um, okay, so that I really like this, and I imagine if they already have like uh, a template for what the image titles look like, that's great. So I'm not gonna mess around more with that. Um, they had their own template for telling we uploaded it with that. Uh, Wiki loves Earth Sweden Master. Oh, I guess it's a tracking thingy
Mm-hmm.
that looks like that. Okay. Um, and it adds the category for what I'm looking for, and it doesn't have any child categories, so I guess that would otherwise show more. Is there anything else? I don't think so. I think we're gonna try that,
Mm-hmm.
and if this just works, it's great. It's quite a big one. I think it was like 26 meg or something like that.
All right.
So we might sit here for a while. Um, I would love a progress bar because
That
now
would be
I'm
nice.
afraid everything is broken.
Don't think
Or
it
or a little
should
bit
be
of
broken.
elevator music.
Yes. So I did an upload with this tool a few days ago,
Okay.
and it worked. So if something happened to the tool, it was recent. And I
Yeah,
have
I don't think anything happened to the tool. I think it's just
yeah,
I'm sitting here streaming, trying to upload
yeah.
several megabytes of data.
We do have.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. Succeeded.
and what happens now? Can I see it on comments? Or does it show up here? I think this is it. Yes. And how do I get the comments with this link? I want to look at it on comments.
There we go.
And I want to actually zoom out a little bit today. That's great. Uh, there is some editing someone could do. Okay, I could have done the description more.
That
That's
was a lot of
great.
categories.
Yes, so it gets all of the categories because it's missing structured data.
Aha. And that's the signal for the bots.
We have nothing exactly. It's the signal for a bot. They essentially run over those categories time after time.
You better be quick then.
Exactly. I better beat the bots. No, the APIs are so rate limited that I have all the time in the world. So let's, before I do a second upload, let's make sure we actually get a little bit of structured data in here, so we don't miss this step. And I think in depicts, and I'm gonna try to do the easy ones first here. We do actually want the nature reserve itself. I'm not sure this is has a unique name, or did I not spell it correctly? Engbacken.
Ah.
I did not. Oh, this is one of those cases. We know it's this one. Actually, it's both. Or I assume it's both.
It's very likely both.
If I control click, will it open in? No. It still opens here. Let's see. Zooming out. So this is in Natura 2000. It's located in the same place. It's the same coverage, I imagine. Can't imagine anything else because this is a super small nature reserve. So I want both of them. I am gonna mark the nature reserve as prominent because I also want to add some orchard things here, like it depicts a meadow, or a meadow rather. There we go. I think that's the primary. There are, of course, oaks and hazel and all kinds of things, but I'm not gonna go that into detail. We're gonna publish those depicts. Then I'm curious how Wikilove's Earth itself is modeled. Like, I think there is significant event, and then Wikilove's Earth 2026. But I'm gonna look all of that up by going to old Wikilove monuments image, or I at least believe this is old Wikilove monuments. Yes, participant in. Is it? Okay. And that's all it adds? Or is it because I'm having old case here? Okay, we're gonna start with that anyway. Participant in. '26, rather Sweden. That's interesting. Was it written in a different way? Oh, I have an in Sweden. Let's see. In 2022. Okay, so the date comes before.
Yes.
In No, okay,
Maybe they haven't created those yet.
no. But we got the main one, so I'm gonna pick
Mm-hmm.
that. I saw the Orchard one. This one had both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious if that's actually needed. Um, I feel like this one tells if it's
Yeah.
participant in the Swedish version, then it's also in
Yeah.
the international one.
Agreed.
Um, of course, this is probably a bot, so I'm not gonna try to fight the bot. Um, there we go. Um, but for example, I imagine this would be updated within Sweden later on. And in this particular case, we didn't see more. All of this is like the camera metadata, and that's way too complex for me to do manually. The license I could of course do. Um, this I think is a little bit hard to do with Wikimedia, the UI, or maybe not anymore, but it used to be. Um, it's also not something I'm gonna bother with because that's I'm way too familiar with. But I'm curious if there isn't more, and I'm just found something that happens to be old. So I'm gonna take inspiration from a Wikla Monuments upload and see if they differ. So I assume this is a Wikla Monuments upload and that I didn't just do it randomly. Yes. And I assume it's a little bit more recent. It is. Oh, that's a terrible depict. Um, Here the model is the same when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to participant in. It has both of them.
Yeah.
And we got all of this data and we got location of creation Sweden.
Oh, that was very
It's not
coarse.
actually better. Ah, I so expected there to be a little bit more. Um, we do have this location of creation, and given that the bot will come in and say it's Sweden if I don't add anything better, we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna add something better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna beat it to it. Uh, this is what we do in the year of 2026. We try to beat bots to do great data. Uh, and the best one I do have, like, if we look at the image, it's there is nothing more specific than the nature reserve itself, so to say.
Yeah.
We are
And
quite
you're in the midst
in the
of it.
center as well.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm gonna pick this one, and I'm actually gonna go because we have two of them. I'm gonna steal the QID from here and put that in there, so that we only get one of the results. Uh, of course, we could add the Orchard one as well, but I don't really see the point there. Um, that still leaves us with enough time to do what I would like to call the regular old upload, and now we're gonna see how much worse that is.
How old do you want to go? Do you want to use the campaign?
Yes, I want to use the lists and the campaign.
All right. Right. Very
Is
nice.
that how old were you thinking?
Well, you could just go into like the regular special upload wizard and then later add templates. But
Oh
the,
yes,
but I think the list is the other good choice.
yes, yes. I'm not gonna use the regular. That's a little bit. I don't think that's a reasonable way to expect people to do it. So that's why.
No, true.
Um,
Yes, that
I
works.
think the lists I can use the old ones.
They are the
Oh,
same.
this doesn't look good at all. Um, so I need to find the municipality. No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first I need to find the region, or rather, the former type of region. Um,
Yes. Now municipality.
and then the municipality. I'm not sure what I would do if it was in 2 municipalities, but that's not the case here.
I think they will be in both lists.
They will be in both. That's nice. That was what I would have preferred.
Yes.
Um,
I think I saw one of those before.
and it's gonna be in the bottom, I hope, assuming it takes. No, okay, so it gives me all the municipalities on the same one. So I need to find the bottom of. Here we go.
Yes.
And that gives me the wiki, that gives me the QID. I upload with a click of a button here. And then I should be in the campaign. Okay.
Yes. Looks like it.
Um, and then I click that button there. You cannot see it. And it actually gave me a preview this time. And here you can see my lovely file name.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very different image. And I don't think the nature reserve really have something like this. So this is great.
Oh, very
So
nice.
it's a nice boulder. Uh, yes, and now I can also do it CC0.
I think you need to say it's entirely by you.
Oh, yes. There we go. And of course, the
Mhm.
title was actually really nice in that last case we had. So I actually wanna look that up and copy how that was done. Uh, both because my creativity is not good enough, and that I really like if it looks kind of the same.
Oh,
Uh,
now hopefully it'll blink that say that we already have one with this name.
yes.
Yes, very nice. It works.
And now because I don't have that lovely structured metadata in my file, I need to use my phone here to look up that image, like an old person. And now I tried to look it up, but didn't succeed. And that's actually later. It was 23rd of March 2025.
All
I
right,
think I
so another
started
year.
this with saying that I had like autumn images of the nature reserve, but turns out both of them was in spring.
Early spring. Yes.
Um, and is this a rock or a boulder? It's a boulder.
Now you have the Swedish there.
Now I have the
Language for the.
Swedish. Um, I rather do English. And is it nature reservation?
Just reserve
Um,
in 2 words.
did I have two of something? Yes, this look.
Space in between nature and reserve.
Oh, okay,
There we go.
that's it. That's it. Now I recognize it. Created or first published. I put that in the title. I know it's 2024. Can I switch the year?
Yes, one more click up.
There we go. And then March, and I said 23rd. There we go. Category, and it already added that from the campaign. That's lovely. Here I can put in the location, but I can only do it by typing the coordinates. That's not gonna happen. This ID is important not to change. Um, Human rights and environment special nomination. Okay, so this is something else. Not sure what that is. It's
I think
probably
there's
great.
a sub theme within the Swedish contest.
Right.
I think you need to select the first drop down there as well.
The first drop
No,
down.
the one just there, because it's gonna be is this a close up or landscape?
Oh, in this is also one thing that's um I have absolutely no clue what it is.
I think it's a landscape.
I would say that also, but let's go. So it's interesting because those questions weren't asked with the tool.
True. True.
So if that's a part of the international competition, that's like gonna annoy someone. Um,
Or someone is gonna need to do some
Manual
manual back.
work. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably what's gonna happen. Um, yeah, I really like the tool, especially that it did a title for me
Mm-hmm.
because I hate that work, or
Mm-hmm.
hated is a strong word, but it just feels so incredibly unnecessary.
Yeah.
Especially, it's quite fine if you just have one image like this,
Mm-hmm.
but usually when I upload like them in batch, I use one, yeah, and then we had a one and a two and a three afterwards and so
Yeah.
on. Of course, there are things that I am missing. We saw a couple of things, like all of those WLM specific things, but also the license, which is an important one for me. Um, that said, we still have a few minutes. I can still do this.
Yes.
And I,
No. No S. Still.
there we go. Mark as prominent. And then I'm gonna pick the water one. Protected area in Sweden. And then I wanna say a boulder. Oh, here it says rock and boulder. Okay.
Do you have that one? Yes.
That's interesting. Massive stone projecting out of the groundwater. And here they have natural rock or fragment larger than. Is there an ISO standard for what a boulder is?
Yes. I've seen YouTube videos explaining these words in geological terms.
What?
So boulder, stone, pebble is even ISO standard.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, the things you learn with Wikidata. I'm gonna pick the regular one. I don't feel like picking the ISO standard one, even that I know it's larger than 25.6 centimeters, which is oddly specific also. Um, there we go. And I think that's the main theme of it. Um, and then we had that location of creation, which we want to avoid being Sweden. Location of creation and the nature reserve. And there we go.
One thing that I've seen in a tutorial is, I think this structured data with this sugar cubes, they say quantity for, so maybe you should say the quantity of rocks we see
Ah,
as a
but
qualifier.
but in this case, I mean, we see quite a few.
Yes,
I
but
would say six, seven,
it's
eight.
difficult. Yeah.
But it's like it's the one main boulder
Mm-hmm.
that's really depicted.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yes.
I mean, the great thing if there is this tool, and I think we have shown it a few times, where you can annotate the image and like draw.
Yeah.
Here is a boulder, and here is a boulder. That then I think it would make a lot of sense because then you got that extra context to it.
Yeah. You have the
Um,
button there just beneath.
does this do it? Oh, it takes me to the tool. Okay,
It takes you to the tool. All right. All
yeah,
right.
yes. I think we have shown that at some point.
Yes, we have.
If someone is curious, we should probably show it again.
Yes.
I know it has gotten some really nice features since we showed it at least.
Oh, I need to
Uh,
try it then.
especially if you're working, for example, with maps.
Mm.
Okay, I think that's it for me.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do a little bit of structured data editing, but we also got to do that a little bit of user testing of our own internal stuff, so to say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We should do this more often.
Yes, we should. And I think we will. We missed last week because I was on the train back from the Wikimedia hackathon and I forgot it was on the Monday.
Yeah.
But I think we aim to do this every second week, so keep that up. It's a sustainable pace.
Indeed. I enjoy it very much.
Yes, me too. So we'll figure out what we want to do, and if you have any ideas that things that we should do, we're still trying to cover some of the basics. We will gradually increase a little bit, but if you have any wishes or anything, we're happy to hear, because we want to do some things that feel relevant to you as well. And
Indeed.
I think both you and I find most things fun. So
Yeah,
so
most wiki
yeah.
stuff fun at least.
Yes, exactly. You know, we'll say keep it to Wikidata, and we'll be
Yeah.
happy. All right, but until next time, happy editing.
Happy